Hello students, how are you all? This is Shraddha Namdev, your science teacher from Holy Hearts Educational Academy. Students, in the last videos we have seen about what is conduction and convection. In this video lesson, I am going to tell you about another way of transfer of heat, that is by radiation. As you have seen in conduction and convection, that it takes place through solids, liquids and gases. Now, first let us define what is radiation. Radiation, it is the transfer of heat from hot objects to the cold objects by the means of heat rays without any material medium between them. That is known as radiation. Now, if I am telling you this definition, let us understand this by an example. Yes, so when you switch on the bulb, what happens, children? It becomes hot and it emits some amount of heat and light. Yes, so what you will do now, you will put your hand at some distance below the bulb. You will observe the heat of the bulb in your hand. That means the hot bulb is transferring some amount of heat to your hand. So that is by the process of radiation. The hot bulb cannot transfer heat by conduction, as you know that air is a poor conductor of heat, and by convection also it is not possible because air currents always moves upwards. Yes, and your hand is held below the bulb. So this heat is being transferred to your hand by the process of radiation. Is it clear? And remember that, children, that this radiation can travel in vacuum also, and it can heat up the body. But this is not possible in conduction and convection, as it cannot transfer the heat in vacuum. Children, always also remember that whether it is a solid, liquid or gas, it emits some amount of the hot objects, whether it is a solid, liquid or gas, it emits some amount of heat radiations. That heat radiation, that means that heat is the heat rays which is in the form of heat energy, which is being transferred from the hot objects to the cold objects. Is it clear? And the best example to understand this is the heat of the sun transferred to the earth. What happens when you go outside in the sunshine? You feel hot. What happens? Some amount of heat, that means the heat radiations are being transferred to the body from the sun to the earth. Is it clear to us? That is why we feel hot. Now, how this heat travels from the sun to the earth, let us see that. As you know, children, that sun is at a very far distance from the earth, and there is a lot of space in between the sun and the earth. That is a vacuum, or you can say there is an empty space in between the sun and the earth. But still the heat radiations are being reaching to the earth. That is by the process of radiation. Is it clear to you all? So that this proves that heat can travel, the heat energy of the sun can travel through vacuum also. Now let us see some examples in which air is present and still the heat is being transferred by the process of radiation. Now, what are the examples? I will tell you about that. If you sit in front of the bonfire, you will feel the heat on your face. As you know that air is a poor conductor of heat, but still you can feel the heat of the bonfire on your face. That means it is transferring that heat by the process of radiation. One more example I will give you. Like if you sit in front of the room heater, then also you will feel the heat of the heater on your body. Still air is present in between that, and it is transferring the heat to your body. Then only you will feel warm. There are many more examples also by the radiation, like that our body also emits some amount of radiation to the surrounding, and it also receives some amount of radiation from the surrounding. Is it clear? So these are the examples in which proves that air is present also, but still we feel the heat of the hot objects. Is it clear to you all? Now, children, there are absorbers of heat radiation also, and there are emitters of heat radiation also. So first let us see the absorbers of heat radiation. The heat can be absorbed by the process of radiation depends upon the color of the objects. Now why I am saying that? Let us see this through the activity. Children, in this activity you have to take two metal cans. One can you have to paint it as black and the other can as white. Yes. Now in both the cans you will fill water of equal amount and place both the cans on the wooden block. Yes. Now in this can you will place again both the cans, you will place the thermometer with the help of cork fixed with the cork. Now record the temperature after an hour. What you will observe, the can which is painted as black shows the temperature as higher temperature, and the can which is white in color, it shows a lower temperature. Now why does this happen? This happens because the black color absorbs more amount of heat radiations. Yes, and white color absorbs less amount of heat radiations. That is why it shows a higher temperature. Black color shows a higher temperature and the white color shows a lower temperature. So children, from this activity we conclude that the black color are the good absorbers of heat radiations, or you can say they are the poor reflectors of heat radiation. Yes, and the white colors are the good reflectors of heat radiation and poor absorbers of heat radiation. I hope this activity is clear to you. Now let's see the emitters of heat radiations. Again, this you can understand by an example. In this activity, again you have to take two metal cans. Again, one you have to paint it as black and the other can you have to paint it as white. You have to fill hot water in both the cans and take the thermometer in both the cans and fix it with a cork and take the initial reading of the hot water. Now keep this arrangement for 10 minutes. After that, again you have to record the temperature of both the metal cans. What you will observe that the black color can shows the temperature as lower temperature and the white color shows a higher temperature. Now why does this happen? This happens because, children, that the black color reflects more amount of heat and the white color reflects less amount of heat. That is why, that means it shows a higher temperature and that shows a lower temperature. So I hope both these activities are clear to you all. Now in everyday life, this absorbers and emitters functions. So let us understand this by example, like why do we wear dark colored clothes in winter? This is because, children, they are the good absorbers of heat radiations. That is why we wear black colored clothes. And why do we wear white colored clothes in summers? That is why, because the white color clothes reflects more amount of heat and it does not let the body heat up and it cools the body. Another example is that about the solar cookers are being painted as black. You can say the cans are being painted black for cooking. Why? Because it absorbs more amount of heat radiation and it helps in cooking of food. So children, I hope this radiation is very clear to you all. This is the last topic of this chapter. With this we end with this chapter, and I hope You all have understood the chapter very nicely.